0700 Hopewell House. I tap, ease the door, slip inside your private room, be at the hospice, the way death and good servants should, tray balanced on my arm. The aide let me bring your breakfast. I'm thrilled you're eating again. July 18th, day 35 of the 2 weeks promised after you ditched your chemo. Half our way to year 16, maybe more. Not all sweet, but something in a world of timeless loves bust in a month. I'm nothing if not faithful. The guy who arrives first date in his pickup with Barcelona chairs, sous vide pot, an escritoire, empty gilt frames for anniversary shots. Sign here, I will you all. The standard joke applies. If you leave me, can I come too? Across the room, you drowse in the arms of morphine. The down covers barely rise, fall further each time you exhale. The air's conditioned summer, but you freeze, skeleton wrapped in skin as thin as cellophane. HIV, lymphomas work. I pause inside the door. Waves surge from the meditation disc on the stereo we brought to lull your rest. In my good dream, you beat this place. Some do get better, beat whatever. Under my breath, I pray, repeat after me. I know I can, I know I can. I've taken a grandly named Family Leave Day from my money job, Catholic healthcare, worship and work, ora et labora, counseling drunkies and drunks like me before us. Together, same year I got sober. You asked, is family leave in the imperative? Work. I should be there, I should be here. How easily I forget that here is once and for all. Hospital isn't. Of course I come every day. You called a message home. I can't bear to erase the tape, garbled at first from the phlegm. You're doing so much, being here all the time, your work. Instead of thinking you don't want me to be here after saying that, I know you've turned my way as I turn yours. I feel the weight of the breakfast tray. Think, what are you doing, Maddie? You're standing here lost in your head. Like a new corpse, your breakfast cools. Outside, behind the hospice, jays complain in the tangled wood, invaded, choked by English ivy. The automatic closer clicks your door shut behind me. I take a step, pause, tell myself, get here, breathe, Ave Maria, gratia plena, Dominus tecum. I think, family leave. I wish family. Except my family of choice, most of my family's kaput, and I'm estranged from the rest, though I see them, call, send what passes for love in cards with a check or flowers. Your mom and dad are maybe not family for me. They have been kind to know my name. Your older only brother's dead, a mess on drugs, so you're all they've got left. But my tagging along your life hasn't stopped your mom's hair clumping out from stress, her starting a demented descent. Up in Washington State where they live, she's going in for new hips, so can't be here. Your dad stays with her. Apparently that's more important than you, though they did visit a week ago. They're almost as frail as you are. Agony, such pain, your mom says. I just can't postpone my surgery. So I think your parents look on me as sort of a paid companion for you, filling in for their surviving child, giving the money they sent me. You've no kids, nor I. You don't want or didn't want to adopt, so I'm here for you, but who will be here for me? I think of Perdita, the lost one I wrote about. I haven't a photograph. I search the world and beyond, but can't have what I've left behind. How to accept this? How to picture her? I haven't true colors, though everyone's been helpful with signs and nods. Maybe you've seen her, a shining girl, perhaps age 4, dressed in a ruffled eyelet sunsuit. She looks like her mother and mine. She builds castles from the waves, from the air around the waves that makes their shape, that never feels the crash and pull of tides. She works with a turquoise pail of stars and a purple shovel, shaded by her lemon yellow floppy hat. Intent, she will ignore you as she has me. She won't pick up her toys, won't stop eating sand, won't stop playing with the universe, won't get in the car for heaven. You may find her wading with the porpoises or puttering in comets. Sit still and watch the petals fall from wild roses. Look the other way at dunes or gaze across the sound. If she has a mind to, she'll wander over and touch each sense like a lunar wind ripples seas. Far out, the racing yawls will sweep beyond known space. Death comes, taking names and giving back this pain the way the shore and ocean interchange. Each choice precludes another. Terns and pipers track the tideland with vanishing signs of seasons. Families pack up. Down the years, the lifeguards pace their elevations, talking of autumn girls and summer girls gone home. The kelp draws maps that guide the storms to higher ground. In my good dream, someone will call me soon at this number, anytime, any day. You said you liked that poem. Whoa, 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 get back here, breathe. I press my toes down in my sandals, dig, breathe out, feel the ache from holding your breakfast tray. I set it on the overbed table, pushed over this side of the room. Start pushing it toward your bed. You said, I hate that thing. Pins me down. I feel trapped for an alien implant, like that movie Invaders from Mars. We watched the original together, how a kid's mom and dad, almost everybody, gets implanted by Martian intelligence, turned into unthinking robots, all a dream, but then not. You invited me over early on when we were dating, but screwing other guys before we bought our house together, before I hoped we might be us. I thought it was weird being no fan of sci-fi, but guessed it was a test if I'd accept your tastes. Or maybe you wanted to share an experience you relished. Maybe you wanted to see if I could guess your fears about being taken over, erased in a relationship. Guesses. I haven't asked, nor have I learned your life dreams. I know it'll seem a lifetime late and a million short, but I must. Today, I couldn't repeat if quizzed what you lived for. Just thought I should intuit it. Truth is, I've been too scared to know. What if we're so different we'll never make it? Well, now we won't anyway. Yet, in knowing what might have changed between us, what accommodations, what I feel makes safe, at one gives refuge, attachment, seems to suffocate you, feed your need to separate. Like this last April, just before you signed up here, I found you standing stock still, looking out our living room window. The white wild dogwood had bloomed full bore, laden as if with clouds of vestal tiger moths. Perhaps, I thought, you thought, mind reading, it knows and bloomed for you, your last chance to see. I stepped beside you, touched your hand, put my arms around you. You froze, shrugged away, stooped, picked up one of the cats, no glance at me, and left to finish the dishes. How do I threaten? Or am I so insensitive I can't get where you start and I leave off? You do allow embrace by others, being held. I watched you slow dance with Mac at an AIDS benefit last year. Lay your head upon my shoulder. But then you'd fucked with him and so many others. How difficult it's been for you to let me in all ways, as if I'm too much to take, as if because we own a house, have wills together, fucking you means more than a briefless encounter. Given their ample stats, those men, the string you've had, who I've researched up close also, known intimately but not well, I've always wondered why you stayed with me, though in self-assessment I do but slenderly know myself, inaccurate in my measures, seeing myself as small, retiring and shy. Not so, I've learned, fitting into others, but I don't think that even bigger would have made me irresistible. I've seen you walk hand in hand with your closest men friends and with almost strangers, the stricken men you've helped at the HID day center where you worked. But you won't with me. You laugh and laugh on the telephone. We don't, never have, except on trips. We travel well. What the fuck have I done or failed to do which, unblessed, you will never absolve? I want to punch a wall. Can't bear the thought I can't undo and make things better. No time for a fix, no reverse, no step back up to the ledge. Yet you've stayed. 15 years and counting, or as the song says, were you just being kind? Should I take solace in that? Or does it mean you thought your chemo refusal an easier exit than U-Haul? Or are our lives, dreams too disjunct? Catch that stutter. It means my guts scrambled my throat. Have we found no safety in each other, or were we finding it and contagion erased our gains? Simple as that. You infected, I not. All the condom hassle, the crazy ideas about male sex we never resolved, what fucking means of being fucked, that mundane? That's my bad dream. And talking the thoughts of you, not you. Well, Maddie, wash your hands, wake him, feed him breakfast, brace yourself, you've got to ask. I stop midway across the room, turn to the sink. Hand washing protocol from work pops in. Stopping infection is in your hands. Lavabo me. 20 seconds. 2 slow Hail Marys sung in my head. I meditate on the universal body fluids cleanup kit on the wall. Safety. They call this hospice our refuge. Safe. Ha! You found all the fire safety things amusing when we moved in, said, why do they bother? I'm for the torch anyway. So ironic. Extinguishers, exits, escapes, sprinklers, alarms. Oh, well. I rehearsed the rules for blood, sputum, feces, urine, all secretions. But no semen here, at least for us, B. Though that aide last night, hanging half in your room like a little sister wanting to tag along, seemed to think us getting up to what? To that transmission, spooned together as we were in your narrow bed when she knocked and barged in. You're sure you don't need anything? Sure? You said, no, thank you. No, we're sure. Thank you for your caring. I thought, get the fuck out, lady. Can't you see? She finally left. Sure, she was missing something. You'd said, hold me, please. Come to bed and hold me. I'd been reading you the new Stephen King, a cozy horror for summer, our favorite bookseller said. I felt staggered when you asked. Pulse surged, heart went kaboom. Jesus, where's my aspirin? I thought, I'm having an attack. I carefully climbed in with you. You snuggled back, your brittle self, sharp bones fitted to me, my groin pressed hard against what was left of your ass. So warm. I thought, we haven't had sex, let alone made love, for nearly 2 years. Now that's safe enough for any epidemiologist. Last time was when we camped on the north rim of the Grand Canyon on one of our trips. I'd thought that was a new beginning. Instead, just after, cut off. I remember when you said, we were seeing a useless therapist, nice guy, kind of cute, but no practical help. Our last session, the hapless counselor asked, what shall we talk about today? Outside, the rain had stopped. I had no warning. We talked about the garden while driving over. You said, no more sex. I won't have sex with Maddie again. Standing here in the hospice with dripping hands, I relive that sudden rage, as if a torch inside me again explodes a butane spill. I staunch a scream that rises. In that sterile office with that therapist, we always sat apart. At that moment, I stood, strode across, gripped your shoulders, and shook you twice. The would-be therapist roused, said, stop it, none of that here. But he was clueless to help. You said, I'm not surprised. What the hell did that mean? That life with me meant trying to hopscotch landmines? I shook you because I didn't know how to ask what your refusal meant. Say how I felt that knife eviscerate. I hadn't the words. Or did you want to read my guts because I hid so much? So focused on you, I never said what I felt, never asked you for what I wanted, never let you help. So hidden, so self-sufficient I was. You could only make this thrust to get a response. Or was it simpler? Worry I might become infected, or sex with me made you feel contaminated. Maybe you felt my panic fear I so tried to keep locked down. Maybe it was all too much. The swathed in latex sex, a total turnoff. I've been thinking how we moved in together, how sex then was an easy daily thing. Me fucking you, you fucking me, and then that afternoon, just at the moment I was poised to sink inside you, you said, we best use condoms. You were waiting on tests. Within a week, you sat me down. I have to tell you, I'd known you tested. You did these things without ever telling, as if you thought I'd interfere. And then my rush to test, the cold, hot, numb wait, negative. By what chance? Is this what's come between us? No deep psychology, rather death, panic, contagion, plague? Or were you just trying to leave me, felt bad, didn't want to hurt my feelings, and thought, if I do this, he'll go, give up? In my good dream, I think, maybe you hoped to jumpstart things. Well, Maddie, get here. Dig your toes into your sandals, breathe, dry your paws, your eyes, man up, ask. I think I'll do it while I help him open these mummy-wrapped dishes that hide his breakfast. His fingers are so weak now. My bird bath splashings have wakened you. I hear you shift in bed. I turn a smile. You're still curled, hugging a pillow. Hoarse, you say, shouldn't you be at the hospital? At work? You said the detox floor was crazy busy, your caseload. That's you, thinking of others, of me. Through the open window behind your bed, jays complain, crows hawk news. I say, hi, Dee. My boss said, go. I leave out my boss about yelled, idiot, that's your mate. Get your ass up there. We'll cope. I think, Jesus, my mate, yes. Then why so scared you'll turn me away? That's it. Not sure. That's my besetting sin, wanting surety, no trust. But What about all those betrayals? Your fucking around, your refusals to even say, I love you. The other voice in my head says, not betrayals to him. His values aren't yours. How to accept you, B, for just who you are. How to love what's here, not what I wish. Even if that means we're not one. Why not just be grateful? Accept the 51%. Accept what is. I say to patients what the family researchers say, good enough's good enough. Turn toward your love, honor his bids for attention, collect his best, and cherish it for the hard times. The piss-proof mattress crinkles. You say, help me sit up, please. Easy, that's it, there. Whew. My arm's still around you. You caress my hand, sigh. I ask, should I call the nurse for morphine? No, I'll wait. I want to be awake for you. I have to turn my head away so you don't see. You touch my hand again. I know. It's okay. In my good dream, you'd be at home. All 5 cats would be nestled around you in bed, cocoon of cat. Marie, Willow, Digger, because he's gold, Shadow, and Biggest. They'd stretch, lick that slide up their wrists the way grand dames draw on long opera gloves. Then in unison gaze, fix me, stare judicial as 3 lorgnettes. Passing inspection, I'd get to lie down with you. Lay my head on your chest, its fall and rise. You'd hold me, nested in that purry mass, that effable, ineffable mystery of cats. I think they're as mysterious as the words I'm trying to shape to ask you what I must. Thank you.